I've been talking to guys that are down there, and the blockades are real. The FEMA stuff is real. Don't listen to the news. I've been getting stuff firsthand from guys that are down there. I have family down there. I got a couple of friends down there. A guy that I do some work with, he's down there right now. They ran into Samaritan's Purse. Samaritan's Purse wanted to do identification checks on everybody. They wanted background checks on everybody who was going to go in with Samaritan's Purse. That's Franklin Graham's outfit, like the famous pastor Billy Graham, his son. And Samaritan's Purse apparently is holding hands with FEMA now, or at least the feds, because they wanted a hard identification on everybody who went in with them. And I don't mean, please show me your driver's license. They want a background checks.
Yeah, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, that's a hair excessive.
Now, I can understand looking at your driver's license in case you get, zeroed out with 2 X's on your eyes.
No, yeah, okay.
They want to know what name to put on the body bag.
That's fine.
I gotcha. Or if you're in an area and stuff disappears and they want to question you later on, maybe they might have
It's a chaotic situation. It's basically a war zone.
Absolutely.
I have physically been in a disaster like this. The monsoons in Korea in 1998. The devastation, anything that you can imagine and what you're seeing in the pictures and the videos and stuff like that, dial that up to about 11.
Yes.
Okay, I saw things like a refrigerator thrown through the walls of 2 houses horizontally, like a child with the shape game where you put the shape of the square and put the square in the hole, right? Except this is a refrigerator, and it was done horizontally through 2 houses.
That's a lot of kinetic energy.
Think about the energy that requires to do things like that. Or the Han River rising 100 feet in downtown Seoul, which is basically New York, but with more Koreans.
Now, here's another thing in regards to this craziness. We are getting, in my opinion, now this is just scuttlebutt, but they're saying there's been only 200 people.
No, it's way more than that. It is way more than that. It's in the thousands.
It's in the thousands. I was going to say that.
It is absolutely in that's one of the first things that started to come back as soon as any of the waters started to subside. Is people that I knew down there going, there's bodies.
Some of the reports I read that
this is going to be very bad.
The water levels at some of these streams, because most of these cities or towns that have been washed away are usually near a river or
a stream.
We're talking about water levels 30 to 40 feet deep in some areas.
Those valleys were not designed to contain flooding like that. So when they flooded it, it's basically like cranking water with a fire hose through a bathtub.
Correct. And I saw
your house is in the bathtub.
Well, there's trucks folded in half.
Yes.
Large construction I-beams bent into a bow.
Now, we're past that kinetic portion.
Correct.
The hydrokinetic portion of events. But I saw people looking at the water go, and you could tell some of them were like, I can walk through that. Let me tell you something about floodwaters like that. Even if it's only a foot or 2 deep, it's a food processor. If it's muddy and fast moving, there's a ton of stuff in there that's going to tear you up, bash you up, or hook you and drag you with it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, typically, I remember doing all kinds of water crossings in the military, and we went through quite a few of those classes, and they're like, well, if it's past your knees and the water's moving fast enough, you're dead.
Yeah.
They're still mixing around.
I mean,
like, maybe you'll swim to the side. No.
Yeah.
No, you're done.
If it's clear and moving fast and you can see in it, there are ways to cross it. It's just not advised.
No.
But if it's muddy and moving fast, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because it will just blenderize you. That means there's stuff in that water.
It was the same thing when they had the big tidal wave that hit Japan.
Or Thailand.
Yeah, they found after the fact, weeks and months after the fact, arms and legs of people who were just grinded into pieces.
Yes, because of the debris in the water.
Correct.
That is, you do not play. And that had happened in Appalachia, in those hills up there. Again, what I experienced in Korea, I've mentioned this before, I saw a village erased by a chunk of granite that sheared off a mountain. It was like a malevolent child with a granite eraser. Just
gone. Village
gone. We were on the mountain the other side trying to get to that village to get people out of it. and it just erased. So that was happening there, but those mountains I don't think are fault block granite. So the mudslides would have, I mean, imagine suffocating in a mudslide like that.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to go like
that. That's what happened down there. And they're going to find a lot of that. As they clear the mud, I guarantee you they'll find more people. And it's sick and tragic. And I feel terrible for the families. Prayers go out to those people.
Oh, my God.
But that's what's coming. So be prepared for it.
I'm just looking right here. 1 week ago, 44 dead. 4 hours ago, they're just giving individual stories. But there's no actual, grand tally.
The media will keep the tally out to keep the public down to a buzz.
Yes.
They don't want the American public seeing how much damage has been done. Like I said, I've been through an event like this. The damage is mind-blowing.
Well, because we're getting reports of dead bodies that are laying around, floating down the rivers, in trees.
Yes.
And this one here is 227. Death toll rises to 227, and this is 1 day ago.
Yes.
All right, so this happened, October 4th?
I believe so. I think we're at day 6
we're
at this point.
All right, you're at day 6. All right. This is the United States. This isn't a third world country yet. I would like to think if we had a properly operating mainstream media, they'd be on top of these numbers.
They're not doing a thing.
No, I know.
It's
this
obvious
is proof.
they're not doing anything.
I mean, I'm trying to get to the point where this.
No, we're at
proof.
day 7 because 2 days ago they were talking about FEMA just getting there, and that it took them 5 days to get there at all.
Yeah. Now, here's another question. We know there's a hurricane coming down on Florida. Has FEMA been scrambled for that yet, or are they going to wait for another 5 or 6 days?
I haven't heard anything about Hurricane Milton yet as far as getting in there. But the storm will have to hit first and clear the area before you can start putting rescue teams in there. You don't want to walk into the middle of a hurricane.
No, I know, but
because they're unpredictable.
But typically in the past, FEMA would stage off-site waiting for that opportunity.
I do not know.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
They're not broadcasting that stuff if they are. They're too busy funneling money and laundering it in Ukraine, Israel, and Lebanon right now.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, how many billions of dollars have we shoveled out of this country into these bottomless conflicts?
If anybody thinks any of that money is getting anywhere near the actual people of those countries, you're completely deluded.
Well,
it's being laundered.
Well, no, it's being laundered, but some of it's got to go there. So I'm not saying all of it.
Pennies.
Yeah.
It'll be pennies. The same thing happened in Africa when we were freaking Somalia is the classic example. Gothic Serpent, those were was put in place because we were sending the Somalis food and money, and it was just disappearing down a black hole, and like 4 warlords had taken over the whole country.
Like barbecue?
That was in Haiti. Those guys are all here now, though, so
well,
it's okay.
Well,
Haiti will be fine. They're all here.
That's a different show.
It is a different show.
All right.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.